it's like I feel like, the job market is really dead. I really just did my research a couple minutes ago. It said over 186 million people worldwide are officially unemployed, meaning that they don't have a job and are actively seeking for work. Um, Dude, it's really crazy. The fact that it's like, so many people are unemployed today, you know, it's insane, guys. I made a video for you guys telling you guys, like, you have to just build your own income today. You have to put, time, energy, and effort into building up a side hustle of your own while still, trying to find a way in this time of finding employment. Because it's like, I know a lot of you guys out here, you know, are trying to find, employment, including myself. I have a job. I'm looking for like a second job. It's just like, today, it's like it's really just no hope. Everything is just changing in the world, guys. Everything in the world is changing. I feel like the job market today is like it's just dead. Like it's really just no hope for like a lot of people. I feel like I know a lot of you guys are really at the point where it's like you're just ready to give up. And it's like I understand, I really understand because like I've been there before. Like I had that type of feeling before of where you guys are coming from. It's like you just feel like there is no hope of just finding, let alone a interview for a job company. And it's like, bruh, it's just it's insane. Like it's just crazy. Like the fact that it's like you just really have to go through all of these trials today, to find success with the company. And then it's like, bro, it is just crazy. Like you just have to live through these hard times, and it's like you just have to, build up your own income. You just have to find a side hustle, a side gig to, that time comes where it's like you possibly find employment, bro. You just have to, do what you have to do because it's like, today in this time, it's like, bro, unemployment is just rising, inflation is rising. I believe a couple of days ago I was at the gas station. I was, driving past the gas station, and it's like, I seen that it's like they had, diesel gas. I seen like the cost of diesel gas, bro. It's really crazy. Like I was, just driving past the gas station, and it's like for diesel gas today now, and this was like at a mobile gas station I had seen on the poster on the sign. It said like $4 and what 30 cents for a gallon of gas, and it's like, dude, I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like inflation is just really like it's just really going up, bro. A lot of people are not able to really just survive today because of the cost of living, unemployment, and it's like I just feel like right now the time we are living in, guys, it's really just it's just hopeless for a lot of people to really just find employment. Like I told you guys, like I said, I know a lot of you guys out here are just tired of going through the same shit, on it, going through like the same shit you guys go through every single day of just going on these apps, these job apps, looking for recruiters, filling out these applications. I had got a message, a subscriber had left a message on my video I told you guys about a couple weeks ago. Where I just said like the job scene is dead, the job market is dying. You have to work for yourself. And it's like the message he said like he had filled up for like a lot of applications. I think he had like 90 some apps or 90 jobs he had filled up for, and it's like he still hasn't got like a reply. And that shit just it just made me just think like, damn, like, bruh, um it's just really just crazy the fact that it's like, bro, like why is it just this difficult? The fact that it's like we're just going through this time of life where it's like it's just hard to like find a good job, when it's like you have experience, you have a lot to bring to a company, you have a lot of background experience, a lot of shit you could bring to these companies. And it's like, bro, um it's just hard to get an interview. And even if you do get an interview, bro, it's like you're not bound to get the job. Like they can ghost you, and that has happened to me plenty of times in my past of just filling out applications. Just like I have got ghosted plenty of times in the past. And I know a lot of you guys out here probably can relate. You probably had like an interview where you thought the interview was gonna be good for you. You thought you were gonna get hired, but unfortunately, they never reached back out. And I just think that's the lamest shit that, you know, these companies can do to you guys, you know, lead you guys on and just lead us on, period, to like give us this expectation, give us this hope of, you know, getting hired and, you know, having a chance. And it's like, bro, I just feel like it's just really no hope, bro. And it's like, you know, going through these times, and it's like this is like not the first time I've been through this in my life. I've been through this a couple other times in my life. I made, you know, previous content like this in the past, last year, where it's like I was going through a season, a time of, you know, trying to find, you know, employment. But, you know, this time I have a job. I'm just looking for a second job. But to find a second job, it's like that's really just the hardest shit. Like I don't know, like it just feels so draining, like the fact that it's like you could constantly, you know, put in a lot of applications for like a lot of places, and it's like you still, you know, won't get a message, you won't get an email. It's like, bro, you just don't understand like the mental capacity you really have to have for this shit today, bro. And it's like, yo, it's crazy, bro. It's like a whole different type of crazy, and it's like you just really just have to have some sort of faith. um I don't know how some of you guys do it. It's like it's just really just draining. It's really irritating. And it's like it's just like the new norm to like be unemployed for like 5 6 months, half of the year. It's like that's the new norm today for like a lot of people, because of, you know, the economy. Like nobody is really hiring. Like these jobs are really not hiring like they say they are. You could go to like places where it's like they say they hiring. You could put in an application. Um, and it's like they're not hiring, bro. They're not gonna contact you back, bro. I just don't understand how time has got like this when it came to employment, and just trying to find, you know, a secure job, bro. And it's like going through these times just really just made me, you know, want to work for myself. And it's like I don't regret, you know, starting this platform and just starting other things that I'm working on in my life, because it really have shaped me to the person I have became today. I'm grateful for this platform. I'm grateful for you guys for just, you know, coming in, you know, chilling with me, tapping in, watching my content, watching my videos, and just, you know, hearing me speak my shit. And it's like, bro, I'm just here to tell you guys, bro, um, you really have to find a side hustle today. It's really not safe to have a job, you know, because it's like, you know, look how it's going for us as, you know, people. It's not safe. All of this bullshit that you guys are going through, we're going through as people, all of these trials, all of this shit that we're going through, it should show you that, you know, you cannot depend on a job, bro. Like I said this shit in the past. I said this shit last year. I told y'all, bro, you cannot depend on a job. You have to use your job. You have to use your job. You have to invest. You have to invest with the job you have. You have to invest that with a skill, something, bro. You cannot just, you know, depend on the job. It's layoffs happening. A lot of layoffs have been happening. Corporate jobs are not safe. Amazons. I've been doing my research on this shit, bro, because it's like it's just a crazy topic, and it's like it's a crazy time, and it's like the fact that we are in this apocalypse of just, you know, this economy that, you know, everybody is really struggling to find employment. And it's like that's the new normal, you know, thing today in 2026. Like your job is really not safe. Like it's not safe to have. Like you're not your job position is really just not safe, bro. It's like if you're unemployed, you're struggling. It's like, bro, you know what it's like to feel like, you know, you don't have a chance. You know what it's like to feel like, you know, I'm doing my best every day, and it's like shit is still not happening. I'm still not getting no luck, and it's like, bro, I'm just here to tell you guys, bro. You have to lean on yourself a little bit. You have to depend on yourself, because like look how the economy is set up for us, bro. It's really no hope. We're gonna continuously spend our time, you know, trying to find jobs and employment, and it's like, bro, where is the hope? Like I told you guys earlier, a subscriber just said, like, you know, he had filled out for plenty of jobs, and it's like still no replies. And it's like it's only gonna get worse, bro. Like all of this shit, this AI shit is really just taking over. And I'm gonna say this, I don't think AI, like all of these new robots that's coming in, they're not gonna, you know, take over some jobs, because, you know, medical healthcare is still gonna, that's, I don't think that's gonna be the fact. I don't think healthcare like AI is gonna take over those type of jobs. But like all of these, you know, factory jobs, jobs like that. I feel like AI will have a big impact like on jobs like that, Amazon and just all of these, retail jobs and shit like that. And it's like, bro, it's just only gonna get worse by the day. Like I feel like, if you're working in that field within the next give it the next 10 to 20 years, bro. It's like I don't really think you're gonna really have a secure job, because of like the AI shit is coming and is gonna take off and it's like a lot. It's gonna replace a lot of people's jobs and it's like, bruh, I just feel like today it's like a job is really not safe, bro. If you do get a job, if you do come across a job, I just feel like from my personal opinion, if you got a secure job and it's like I'm not trying to bash these people, you guys out here, if you guys have a secure job, this video is not for you. If you have a secure job, bro, that's good for you. But it's like I'm making content for the people out here who are struggling to find a secure job, struggling to come across an interview, struggling to find employment. I feel like, bro, even if you do get that job, you still have to invest, that time, that money, that energy into yourself, bro. You really have to invest that into a skill. You really have to, you really have to, because it's ugly out here. It's really ugly. The fact that it's like we're looking for employment every day, trying to find a job, a secure job at that. It's like, bruh, you just have to invest that into a side gig, a side hustle or something, bro. Like that's just the how it is today, bro. It really is like how it is today like that because it's like just how the world is, bro. You just have to invest that time, that energy, that money into a side hustle, bro. Because it's like look at the world, it's so many people out here, struggling and it's like I said earlier in the video, like, this shit, I went through this shit a couple other times and it's like, when I went through those times, like, hey, around this time, my first time I went through this shit, that's when the first time I started this platform on YouTube, when I was unemployed, I was, trying to find a job for a while. So it's like, that was a beginning thing for me, you know what I'm saying? That was a beginning thing for me, starting this platform and just expressing myself and just giving you guys content of what I would love to, post. And it's like, you have options, bro. I'm here to tell you guys this shit, bro. You have options. You have to depend on yourself as well. You have to depend on your skills. You have to put the time and energy into yourself. You cannot depend all on the job, bro. If you get a job, that's good, but there's always another con to having a job. Lay off, all of these other things. I've been through these things, and it's like, bro, going through these things and just going through a hard time in life right now. How the world is, the economy is, bro. It just made me want to work for myself, depend on myself, bet on myself, and it's like I'm telling you guys this message for this video, bro. Depend on yourself, lean on yourself a little bit, bro, but still look for employment. But when you do find a job, I'm gonna tell you guys this. I'm gonna put you guys it. Please invest into yourself. Please invest into your skill. Put your time, energy, your resources into a skill, bro, because that's going to be the best thing for you. It's not safe. It's no security of just having one job today. Like I can really just genuinely tell you guys this. There's really no security of just having one job. If you guys out here, like I told you guys, if you guys have a good job, you guys have a job that's taking care of you, giving you guys your needs, paying all your bills, putting food on the table for you, that's good, bro. But if you're just like, me or any other person out here, bro, that's trying to find employment or, trying to, find a job, you're not getting any interviews or anything like that, bro, you have to depend on yourself. You have to work for yourself. You have to find some employment. There is certain things out here to do, gig work, Amazon Flex, DoorDash, all of these things, bro. Build up a side hustle, put some money down, start a side hustle, something like that, bro, to, find a way. And it's like that's just the really reality of the time of today, bro. You really have to depend on yourself as well. This economy is dying. The job market is dying. It's like, bro, it's just really a crazy time that we're living in. A lot of people today are unemployed and going through a season, a time where it's like they can't find a job because these jobs aren't hiring. They say they're hiring, but they're really not hiring. And that's the reality. They won't reach out. They won't email. They won't give you an interview. They will, deny your application. And it's like, I feel like sometimes as well like this, they don't even be checking for your application. I just be feeling like they just be denying your shit just to do it. So it's like, I just feel like that's just some bullshit. But hey, this is America. Like, this economy is corrupted. This whole country is corrupted. If you ask me, like, this whole country is fucked up. It's only gonna get worse. But it's like, hey, you gotta just do the best you can at this point of, life. I guess, just finding employment and just trying to make it through like everybody else, and put yourself first, and pray to God. But that's really the message I wanted to tell you guys and leave you guys with today. I just really feel like the job market is just dying. Like, it's just dead. A lot of people are miserable because of the unemployment, trying to find a job, trying to get an interview, all of these things. And it's like, dog, I just want you guys to just keep your faith. Try to find a side gig. At least try to do that. There is side gigs out here you guys can do. And go from there. Keep your faith and do the best you can every day. I know this shit takes a toll on your mental. It took a toll on my mental plenty of times, and it still do to this day, because it's like, it shouldn't be this hard to really just find a job, a secure job. It's just what it is today in 2026, bro. Like, this is the new norm for a lot of people, just being unemployed for what, half of a year to like 5 months to a year. I don't see why this shit is like, it's hard. I don't see why this shit is like a big issue. It shouldn't be this hard, but it's like, today you're just competing with like a lot of people to find employment. But it is what it is. All you can do is just keep your head up and just keep moving, bro. But that's the message I wanted to really just tell you guys and leave you guys with today for this video, bro. If you guys are new to my channel, please leave a like and subscribe. And I'm out, and I will see y'all in the next video, man.